Right. Hi, Fiction Fiends. My name's Sonia and I write, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, as you can probably tell from the stack behind me, we're going to be talking about Throne of Glass, specifically about HEIR of HEIR. Now, we're not talking about a review of HEIR of HEIR or like my general thoughts on HEIR of HEIR. We're talking about my pre-reading thoughts, because if you take a look at this bad boy, I'm literally only 10 pages in, and the last 3 books in the series that I read in 2024. So not only do I have no recollection of what's going on, save for what happened in this treacherous book, but I've also seen very minimal spoilers for the series as a whole, so I thought it would be kind of fun if I give you, some of my thoughts on how I'm feeling pre-HEIR of Glass read, Yeah, so why not just jump right into it? So what you need to know is that before I even dove into the first 10 pages of this thick boy, I sat down on my deck and I wrote out the 5 most prominent pre-HEIR of HEIR thoughts I was having. But when I was sitting on my deck, writing my pre-read thoughts, the first and arguably most important thought that I was having is, what the heck went on in this book? Frankly, I really struggled to get through this book. That's why there is such a massive gap between when I finished Crown of Midnight and now when I'm starting HEIR of HEIR. 2 years, kind of crazy. But this book kind of put me in a slump, like a major slump of reading, but specifically for this series. And I think it took me 6 months to read this, and that wasn't even like, going through all the pages as a normal person does. I was actually having such a hard time reading Crown of Midnight that I resorted to an audiobook read along on YouTube. Yeah. Because I don't fully remember what went on in this book, and because it took me so long to finish it, I can't conclusively say why I didn't like it. But I do remember one critique that I had. Well, not a critique, but maybe a thought that I was having repeatedly. And it was the fact that Crown of Midnight felt so similar to Throne of Glass, except less cool. Because it felt like a massive training arc. But with that being said, I think that having a massive training arc lasting like 2 entire books gives Celaena Sardothien, that edge that hopefully she will have here. But yeah, my first pre-read thought was literally, I can't remember what happened in Crown of Midnight, but we're going in blind and I'm here to have a good time. I was actually wondering as I was writing my pre-read thoughts if I should review like some sort of summary or synopsis of Crown of Midnight. I definitely remember the main points of Throne of Glass, and I definitely remember what happened in Assassin's Blade. Anyway, but I've come to the conclusion that unless I'm completely lost while reading HEIR of HEIR, I'm not gonna read a summary. I think it'll be really fun to try and, pull memories out of the very depths of my mind and figure out what the heck is going on, and yeah. So no relying on a summary. Yes, relying on the strength of memory. Okay, for my second pre-read thought, I'm about to get a little offensive. But from reading Crown of Midnight, Throne of Glass, and The Assassin's Blade, there are only 2 characters that, three. There are only three characters that really matter to me deep in here. Only three. Number one, obviously, Celaena Sardathian. She's just so cool. Second, Fleetfoot, period, full stop. Don't you ever do anything to that dog or I will come for you. Third, Sam Cortland. He's a sensitive subject. We're moving on to the next point. Third pre-read thought, I thought there were fae. Now, I have seen the fan art of Celaena Sardathian, and I do see her depicted with the ears. And that blonde guy, Rowan. He has pointy ears too. But when I jumped into this series knowing absolutely nothing 2 years ago, I thought the fae or the fairies would be as present as they are in Sarah J. Maas's other series, ACOTAR. That is not the case, because fae are mentioned, but they're not here. And I'm really curious when and how that happens. So my third pre-read thought is just fae ? My fourth pre-read thought is all about settings. What are we going to get with the setting? Are we still in Rifthold? Is that what it's called? Can't remember. I love a castle, but I'm hoping that we leave the specific castle we've been trapped in for these 2 books and we find someplace new to explore. I'm really interested in, because the map, at least, hold on. I gotta pull up photo evidence. Hold on. Like this is huge. This is huge. There's so much going on. And, you know, I know we've been to more than one place on this map, but my memory is telling me we've only been to one place in this map. There's so much to be explored. When are we going there? When's the field trip? Please take me now. When's the field trip? Just check my notes. This one's a good one. My fifth and final pre-read point of discussion has to do with the main cast of characters and the fact that, now, while I haven't been spoiled, I have seen fan art. From the fan art that I've seen, there are so many characters I haven't met yet. Like, there's a ton of fan art of Chad / Kaol. There's a ton of fan art of Celaena and of Dorian. And then there's like white-haired baddie Menon. And then I've seen this guy Rowan, and he has tattoos and apparently he's a bird. Whatever that means. But yeah, there's so much of this main cast of important characters that I have no idea who they are yet. Haven't met them. And we are this many pages in, however many that might be. Starting here. So 3 books in. So basically, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I am. I don't know why I am. I don't know who I'm with. And I don't know what's about to happen. But if all of what I just said really confused you, I went back down, I sat on my deck, and I rewrote all of my pre-HEIR read thoughts in a nice, concise chunk for your enjoyment, which I will be posting on my Fable. And my pre-read thoughts, more organized, sound like this. After 2 years of not touching the series, I've finally picked up HEIR. I thought it might be fun to share some of my pre-read thoughts because I have literally forgotten everything. Number 1, I have no idea what's going on. And I am not going to read a summary to catch myself up because no pain, no gain, as Celaena herself says. Number 2, there are only 3 characters that have captured my heart so far in the series. And unfortunately, one is dead, the other is a dog, and the third is just the protagonist. 3. Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight felt very similar. Like, very similar. I hope Heir of Fire feels a little different. 4. Map. I want to explore the map more. 5. Rowan and Manon? Who are they? I want to meet them so badly. Golly, I hope that wasn't too confusing. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm really looking forward to this read. A part of the reason why I've decided to, I'm not in frame. A part of the reason why I have decided to continue reading Throne of Glass is partially to avoid this beast. Because did I start it? Yes. Am I scared? Yes. So I'm hiding behind an entire book series. But, maybe I'll read a page or two a day and hope I don't cry myself to sleep of this bad boy, while I also cry myself to sleep about this bad boy. Because I have seen some spoiler-free reviews that have said, the Throne of Glass series will rip you apart and you will never be the same again. So let's go and see for ourselves. Thank you so much, Fiction Fiends, for sticking around and watching me and listening to me ramble about this series. I can't wait to update you on my thoughts, and hopefully I won't sound like I have amnesia by the end of this series and I'll actually know what's going on. Hope to see you next time. Ciao for now.